What's up, Mirantikis? We're back with another Persona 7 video. So ever since the release of Persona 6, people have been demanding where's Persona 7, where's Persona 7. Obviously, I will say the gap between Persona 5 and Persona 6 has been longer, but Atlus did show Persona 6 during the 30th anniversary of Persona. In the Game Awards, we saw this release in 2026. Now, that's why I do believe it's 2035. Next year, I think we can see Persona 7 for Persona's 40th anniversary. And right now, Atlus, I believe now that Atlus has done a lot of stuff already, we've got Metaphor 2, we've got Shin Megami Tensei 6. I think now is the time Atlus can throw in Persona 7. Unless they're thinking of another spin-off for Persona 6, because Persona 6 already has, 15, 20 spin-offs already. I mean, if they're going for this, people would get mad. But I want to bring this up. This was released during the 25th anniversary, and later down the 30th anniversary, this proved to be something, because they kind of showed every Persona game, and for the the 30th anniversary, every Persona game got something, and then it extended to Persona 6. Now, ever since then, we've gotten this leaked, a Persona 7 logo. This has been leaked way earlier by a credible leaker named Didori. Right now, I know Didori has gotten caught by doing some shady stuff, and allegations on which are unfortunately were true. I do believe Didori's leaking capabilities and credibility still are you should acknowledge them, because he did leak Persona 1 and 2 remake, and I believe this is one of those things where Didori is going to be correct. Now, this logo has leaked by Didori, and Didori did mention that the concept of charm is very important. That's why this logo was shown. This is an early concept logo, which I think at this point would be scrapped. I mean, it's a good logo, I will say, but we can see it's the color is orange and then there's red, but then charm is written in green. I think these colors do mean something. Maybe it's something early concept, which we'll see when this game gets announced at the Game Awards of 2036. And at this point, like I said, here's the thing. This game is going to be shown. We already have gotten Metaphor 2. We've already gotten Shin Megami Tensei 6. And we've already gotten a lot of other Persona games. A lot of other Atlus games. Just saying. If they're going to release another P6 spin-off, people are going to get mad. But I feel like we can see this at the Game Awards. Now, talking about the 40th anniversary, I think it's time we also discuss what other things Atlus can show. It's Kotone. Now, I know I've been screaming 10 plus years, Kotone, 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 Kotone remake, Kotone remake, Kotone remake. And Atlus has not given us Kotone remake. And at this point, yes, it's copium, delusion, whatever you want to call me. But it's 2035. The first ever remake for Persona 3 was in 2024. It's technically, if you think about it, it's been 10 plus years. And we haven't gotten anything for Kotone. Yeah, I understand. At this point, I don't care people saying that, oh, they won't make that much money, or it's too much money. At this point, they've done everything. Persona 1 remake, 2 remake, 3 remake, 4 remake. I mean, there's one I will talk, that's for another topic. But I think it's time, Atlus, please, Atlus. I really believe that next year we should, definitely get a Kotone remake. Because she's the only, right now, she's the only Persona game that technically does not have a remake. And, they haven't released any new projects with Kotone. Even they released Persona Q3, and for some reason they did not add Kotone to it. I mean, I do respect they added Naoya and Tatsuya to it. But again, she was in Persona Q2. Why they remove her in Q3? Nobody knows. Now, we're also getting a, PlayStation 7. We're getting PlayStation 7. I think, hey, she can be there. She can be the star of PlayStation 7 and the Nintendo Switch 3. Just saying. I think now, I know back in the day it was pretty funny to make videos about this, and we think they'll never leave Persona 5, but I think it's time to finally remake Persona 5. Persona 5 released in 2016 and Royal released in 2019. So if we take the 2016 time frame, that's like 9 years, and then you add another 10 years, like this game is 19 years old. Persona 5 is now 19 years old. It's funny to me, like you might be new Persona fans, but back in the day we thought like Atlus will never leave Persona 5. And now we think Atlus will never leave Persona 6. It's weird to me. But I think now it's time we get a Persona 5 remake. I think royal content would be DLC. They did the same thing with Marie. They made her DLC. So I think now it's one of those things where royal content will be DLC. But this could be cool. I know now, here's the thing. Now there might be some Twitter haters be like, oh, Persona 5 again. But I think it's time. Now, like, a remake for Persona 5 is valid. And they haven't touched Persona 5 at all. Like, ever since P6, like, I think Joker has not been shown in any of the games, right? Like, the last collab for Joker was in Fortnite. And, like, we haven't seen anything else for Joker. And, like, his skin has not returned to Fortnite as well. So it's one of those things, like, okay, I mean, that's kind of understandable, but, like, his skin, like, itself has not returned. Like, we've gotten other Persona collabs with Persona 3, Persona 2, Persona 1, but, like, just saying, like, I think it's time for a Persona 5 remake. So, what do you guys think? Like, I do think Persona 7 is going to be announced. We'll see a new logo. The color is orange. I don't know what orange means. We can also see what red means. It could also mean that this is Persona 7, the orange. The green represents Persona 6 and the red represents Persona 5. Maybe we're seeing like Persona 5 characters and 6 characters interacting with Persona 7 characters. The main are Persona 7 characters, but we're going to see Persona 5 and 6 characters. And that could also tie in with, you know, Persona 5. But at the same time, red could also indicate Persona 2. Maybe this is the Persona 2 universe and like mainly focuses on that. But I don't know. I do think this logo still needs some work. Just saying, first of all, straighten up. Like, why is this curved like that? Kotone, at this point, I just am hoping. Like, it's been long. It's been years. Like, we got Metaphor 2. We got Shin Megami Tensei 6. We got so many Shin Megami Tensei remakes and remasters. We got a lot of, like, every Persona game has been remade, except for, yeah, Persona 5, but, like, Persona 5 is still, like, PS7 and like, I think PS7 will also be backwards compatible, and PS6 is also backwards compatible, so we can actually play Persona 5 Royal already. So, I don't know. I think we'll see more to this image as well, like, something similar. And Persona 6, I think they should, like, learn more from their mistakes in Persona 6. They did the same thing. The villain, like, at this point, I think I should talk about it, but Baikechi was, like, it's easy, like, to tell. Like, he was the main villain. I don't, like, at this point, they gotta, like, either change the names or do something with this, because at this point, everybody knew who the villain was. Like, yeah, maybe the big bad boss nobody knew, but the reveal villain everybody knew. This is the same mistake they've been doing since, I guess, P3. P4 was kind of good with it, but, like, we knew who technically the main villain for P3 was when we were shown the villain, even for P5 and then P6. I don't know, they gotta up their ante. I feel like Persona 1 did this the best, but hey man, I can't, you know. So, hey, should I make a video? Maybe Persona 6 is gonna get a remake? I doubt it. We already got Persona 6 Diamond as well, so it's just one of those things. So, I don't know. Alright, Marandigues, tell me in the comments below. Are you actually excited for Persona 7? Do you think I'm being dumb that, like, Persona 7 we'll see, like, at the Game Awards? I think you guys think it's still long ways ahead, especially since, like, the new technology with, like, Unreal Engine 17 and a lot of new pixels that have been introduced and graphical advancement. I feel like Atlus, you can make the argument that Atlus is, like, slowly working on the game, because it's really, you know, hard to work on the game. By the way, do ignore the background noise. But I don't know. Tell me in the comments below. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm being delusional. I think people are going to say I'm being delusional for Kotone because, you know, it's been over 10 years. At this point, they don't care. It's been over 10 years at this point, yeah. But tell me in the comments below, my Randikas. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Click on notification bell. And tell me, you know what? Let's do a thing. If we get Persona 7, what is the most hyped thing you are excited for? What is something you wanted Persona 7 that Persona 6 didn't have? You know what? Tell me in the comments below. I'll see you guys next time with another Persona, Shin Megami, Dragon Ball, Fairy Tail. At this point, I've done so many content. Whatever video, consider subscribing. I'm trying to reach 1 billion subscribers by the end of this year. And like, comment, subscribe. I'm looking here. Stop recording. Oh yeah. Also, one more thing. Persona 7 is really, I do think it's gonna be the biggest success ever, even bigger than Persona 7. We're gonna stop recording. Bye 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 bye.